guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm at Pleasant Grove Park in Pleasant Grove, Burlington, North Carolina. Playing 9 holes. We got to talk about something, Trash Panda, because you have done something to my bag. So if you guys didn't know, Trash Panda came out with the ET2 a few months ago. It is a disc. I've done a full round on it pretty recently, if you want to go back and check that out on my page. But it's a disc that is wider on one side than it is on the other side. So I've done a video about that already. They released this a couple months ago, and I use it, primarily for, tomahawks and thumbers. Throwing it on the small side does something different than throwing it on the big side, and I can also use it for 4 hands. But it's really like having 4 discs for me, because I throw tomahawk on the small side does something different than tomahawk on the big side, and vice versa with thumbers on the small side and on the big side. But what Trash Panda has done is they came out with the ET1. There's another one of these, and it does the same thing. It's bigger on the one side and smaller on the other side, and they act completely different. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the differences between the two. It's kind of hard. It's gonna be hard to show you because my number's on the bottom and I don't want people calling me. But this is the ET1, this is the ET2. You can see right here on the bottom, it kind of flares out a little bit more than this. This has got a more rounded bottom than this thing does. It's supposed to make this blue one, the ET1, more overstable, but for me, it makes it less stable for tomahawks. Don't ask me how that works, because I don't know. I'm not Jake Wolf. I can't tell you the physics of throwing a disc vertical instead of horizontal. But regardless, it's like having these 2 discs. It's like having 8 discs in my bag, because I can throw this thing 4 ways and I can throw this thing 4 ways, and it all does something completely different. So Trash Panda, I appreciate you, absolutely demolishing my bag. I have like 12 discs in there now. I don't know what to do. But yeah, we're gonna play 9 holes out here. We're gonna set the line at under par. Anything under par, I really did something good. I'm gonna try to throw both of these a few times, just to try to show you what I mean by they act differently, depending on how you throw them. But yeah, let's get it started. All right, hole 1, 282-foot par 3, just through those trees right there. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, just through those trees right there. It's kind of guarded. And got to go with the ET1 on the small side, or the ET2, excuse me, on the small side. As a start, I am not at all warmed up. My arm, first throw of the day, so as this round goes along, we'll be warming up. That's so short. It's okay. Gave myself a little bit of work to do. This is kind of tough. I mean, it's in the middle of those trees right there. I'm not exactly sure how to attack this. Psychic or Justice. I'm either going to throw the Psychic as a thumber and hope to get through that middle set, or Justice around the corner. We'll just do this. Hope it gets through. Yeah, figures. That's what I should have done. Left myself a lot to be desired. It's a makeable putt, but my putt has not felt good recently at all whatsoever. So I'm not too sure. I have no faith here. None at all. We'll see. Give it a bid. It's about all you can ask for. I'm not upset. That's where my Psychic ended up. Take a 4. Move on. All right, hole 2, 255, par 3. You can't really see it, but the fairway goes down this way to the right and then back to the left. There is a little opening over there, but it's a perfect shot shape for a tomahawk. So we're going to throw the ET1 on tomahawk here. Normally, sometimes I go forehand here, but it's kind of hard to, I can't really get the shot shape down. And I'm really just looking to get something closer. I play this hole for par because it's got a really weird shot shape, and I'm not good at it. But we'll see how far down there we can get. It's super short, but it's down there. All right. Left myself a tough little upshot. This course is really wooded and technical, but it's pretty short, so it's not that hard. You see the basket right there. I'm just to your left. You might be able to see me step out here. Yeah, I'm not going to make the same mistake I did last time and throw my justice. I'm going to just throw my psychic and on a thumber and trust it. It's so far. All right, left myself a little bit more than I would have liked here. I didn't throw it too hard. I don't think it just kind of floated. This thing's supposed to sit down, and I mean, it sat. If it would have been something else, it would have kept going. But I guess this is kind of trial by fire, since my putts felt so bad. It's forcing me to make some of these complicated putts for par, or miss these complicated putts for par. I don't know what's wrong with it. My putt, it's just not. It doesn't feel good. Even that didn't feel good. It was a tap in. Just need to get back into it, I guess. Okay, hole 3, 238 goes left of this tree, right of those 2 trees right there, around the corner. It's not that hard of a hole, but it has punished me several times. I'll hit that first available right there. I've been across the street. There's been a lot of miscues on this hole, so I'm going to try to get it through the gap. That's all I really want to do is get through the gap. All right. It got pretty far down there. All right, so it hit this big tree in front of us and bounced back 30 feet. So not a very good action off the tree. I have nothing right or left, really, other than stepping out and throwing a forehand, like spike forehand. So see if I can put it at least close. Give myself a chance for par here. All right, if it didn't roll behind that tree over there, I should be fine. All right, so I did, in fact, roll behind the tree. But I do still have a step out. And we're going to go down to a knee because, for some reason that feels better than how it was just standing. Really need this one. I'm 2 over through 2. Just trying to get back on the par train. Trying to get at least somewhat close to the line we set. There are some easier holes coming up, but really need this one. There we go. That still didn't feel great, but it went in the basket. That's all that really matters. Okay. Hole 4, 235. It's longer than that, I think. Probably plays 260 something. Through the hallway. I don't know if you can see me or not. Through the hallway, just to the left, surrounded by trees, of course. I'm going to try to get this thing up there within 20 feet. I have not played this hole very well in the past. But try to put something, at least give me an opportunity to make birdie here. Get right. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll take that. All right, so I actually got pretty far down here. No, I don't know if you can see the basket, but it's right there and surrounded by trees. Might be a little tough, but I should be able to just flick this psychic up there around the around those trees. Oh yeah, I'm stepping out to the left here. I might throw from a knee again. Yeah, oh yeah, this is much better. This way I've got a open lane. I just hope I don't go too far. Just try to give it a little flick and just get it around that tree, guarding the basket. That should be a putt. So if you're ever playing and your putt is not doing very good, play in the woods, because it's going to force you to have these little uncomfortable putts to save par or sometimes birdie. But you know, for me today it's been par. It's going to force you to work on getting your confidence back, I guess. I still don't feel confident, but that one went in the basket. So, all right, hole 5, 352 par 4. Because we're playing from the whites, from the blue. I mean, it's the same tee, but if I was playing from the blues, it'd be a par 3, but it's a par 4. So this hole goes down there where that leaning tree is, to the right, another 150 feet back. Used to throw a lot of like cap wrap or something here, but it gets to that back wall too fast. I'm gonna try Justice here and see if that makes a difference. Get sneaky. It did not, in fact, get sneaky. So from where I ended up, you do not want to be over here, first of all. This is not a good place to be. And second, I can't bring the camera with me. So, yeah, it's dead. I still got a good little ways to go. I have no line. So, I'm just going to throw this psychic here up above some of these trees and hope it gets a little bit farther down there. I'd like to take a birdie here. This is one of the birdieable holes for me. Maybe. I might have like a 30-footer on the outside. It didn't hit anything except for a branch, which is nice. So I actually ended up in a really good spot. I am 15 feet, as you can see. This putt does not feel automatic as it should. It feels like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it feels like I'm gonna miss this. But, like I said, play in the woods and it will help your confidence. So I made that last putt, made the putt on my knee. I'm sinking this for birdie, getting back to 1 over. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. All right, hole 6, 240-foot par 3. Something that I want to showcase on these discs here. As you know, the rims are epicentric or something like that. I don't remember the word. Different sizes on both sides. Okay. You've seen how the ET2 flies. I did a whole round with it. Tomahawk on the small side. You've seen how the ET1 flies. Tomahawk on the small side. Now I'm going to throw it as a thumber on the small side and try to make it through that gap. It's a real tight gap right here. The basket's right over there to the left. And the reason why I'm throwing thumbers here is I've got more room over there on the left side when it starts to pan. If I do tomahawk here, it's going to pan right into those trees to the right. But this is just kind of to showcase how different these discs are, and how much, you know, having both of them in my bag really changes things. All right, so I'm a little short of where I wanted to be, but that's no problem. I wanted to get up there a little bit closer to the opening right there, give myself a putt at birdie, but that's no problem. Still working on trying to figure out how exactly these discs work and how they fly and all that good stuff. But I don't know if you can see the basket or not, but it's right through there. I'm just going to throw Psychic, try to hit a tiny gap in front of me. And I put that under the basket. All right, hole 7, 177, par 3. Very tight gap. Very tight gap. And the basket's, you might be able to see it, I don't know, but it's straight ahead right there. This is a very tough gap to hit, especially when you get down there a little bit closer to the basket. It tightens up a little bit more. So I think I'm going to throw, matter of fact, I'm going to throw the ET2 thumber on the big side, and try to kind of work it around and let it come down. I'm going to throw it like a line drive. Try to work it around and let it come down and bounce towards the basket. I said it's only 177. It's just the gap in front of me makes me not want to throw a forehand down there, even though I probably could. We're still going ET Tomahawk. I think that's good. I might be on that back hill. I didn't see it come down. All right. So this is another example of wooded courses making you putt better, or forcing you to commit to putts, because this is really awkward footing here. And I'm above the basket, and it's to go back to even with 2 holes to play. Try to get to that under par line we set for ourselves. Bang! Let's go! Let's go! Even par, 2 holes to play. Let's go! Hole 8, 257. It plays farther than that. I'll say that. Where that big tree is back there, it's to the left, but you want to go around that big tree. And then it's guarded by a bunch of smaller trees down there. I'm not too sure what to throw here. I'm going to try my splice on a flex line and see if I can kind of get it around. It'll give you guys a better angle to see where the shot goes, so I'm not just standing in front of you. Hopefully I can get it around that corner. Like I said, throwing spice here on a flex, try to, even if it does push out to the right, I'd like to be up there by the ditch. That's not as bad as it probably looked, I don't think. So I didn't end up in too bad of a spot. I'm not going to have a birdie look, but I do have something. So I'm right here. Basket, I know you can see, is just around that corner right there. Anything within like 20 feet from where I'm at right here is good. I think the play is to get on a knee and throw a thumber and just try to get it past that oak tree right there. Just in between those 2 trees. Because this thing, like I said, it'll sit once it hits the ground. It's just got to hit the ground. So I'm probably just going to just toss it right in between there and see what happens. Okay, not the best action off the ground. I grip locked what you call it a grip lock for a tomahawk throw. A grip lock is straight into the ground, but yeah, it's out there. Alrighty. Well, I definitely left myself a little bit of work to do. This is probably the farthest putt I've had today. About 20, maybe 30, I don't know. It's a good little ways. 25 feet, maybe. This is for pars, to save par. Let me try something a little different. Give myself enough swinging room for my arm. Left foot first instead of my right. See if that makes a difference. This is to save par and give myself an opportunity on hole 9. Heck yeah! Let's go! Okay. That wasn't the best putt in the world, but it went in the basket. I'll take it. Okay, hole 9. 362 par 3, or par 4, excuse me. We're playing the whites instead of the blues. Blues, same tee pad, par 3 instead of a par 4. Playing the whites, par 4 instead of par 3. I went over this again. I'm not going to. We've talked about this already. Okay, so what I am going to do, I have tossed the flick back in the bag. There's no way I get it all the way down there, especially with, I'm only 9 holes in, and I didn't have much of a warm up. But I am going to throw a tomahawk out there just to kind of see how it goes. That is so short. But it's out there. That's all that matters. All right. Short little upshot with the psychic and a putt. And we've hit our line at under par. It should be good. It's on the other side of the wood chips down there. All right. Little, just outside the bullseye look. Oh, switching feet. Give my arm a chance to swing freely. And just like that, we hit our line at under par. But thank everybody so much for watching. Yeah, head over to Trash Panda and check both of these discs out. They're great. It's like having 8 discs in 2. I mean, I can't speak enough about them. They're awesome. Go check them out. That's going to do it for this video. We'll see you guys next Friday.